Have you ever wondered what it takes to become an artist? A special talent? A creative mind? Well, let's check out LaGuardia Community College's art program and see how they help their students become real artists.
Artists are supposed to be open-minded and imaginative, and with having that way of perceiving things, then you should also be open to try all kinds of formations of art.
We guide our students, through their disciplines. We try to have a real generalist approach to teaching art.
At the moment, I'm actually working on a sculpture. The object that I'm currently working on is I'm making a bird's nest. It's a very meticulous task to form and make each twig that's going to be the nest. And from there, I'm gonna have two hands coming out of it and kind of like intertwining with each other.
I make a series of skin drawings that are drawings on glass made from actual human skin that's sourced from the inside of my mouth, collected in small amounts over a long period of time, and then the skin is pigmented with tattoo inks and dried to the surface of the glass to form images. The concept behind the skin works is both a material exploration as well as a way of translating this cheek-biting habit into a more constructive outlet. So trying to actually channel the anxiety response that signifies the cheek biting into a visual form. I've been at LaGuardia since 2009. I teach mostly the two-dimensional studio art disciplines, including drawing, painting, design, as well as the capstone art and design seminar class.
When I first started here, I took a sculpture class on the side for fun. And so when I took it, I was fascinated by it. I made things that I never thought I would make in my life. I realized that I was able to use my mind and my hands in a creative way.
What we cover in this class is portfolio creation is one of the biggest takeaways. So how do students actually create and manage a body of work, a portfolio of work that speaks to their abilities and their interests and where they want to be as an artist?
Well, we're currently supposed to reinvent the self-portrait. When you think of a self-portrait, you usually think of just like your face, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. It can be a different form, like a personal object that defines who you are. And that's when you start to really think of who you are as an artist, aside from just who you are as a person.
I try to, let them guide themselves to their own interest, really make them think about who am I? Where do I come from? What is my particular culture and heritage? What are my interests outside of the realm of art? Just so that they can know that there are so many possibilities in the world and that art can inhabit all of those spaces.
My favorite work that I have, it's actually a non-representational painting. It has a lot of texture. I did it within 1 hour. And I remember I had brought it to an art exhibition and everybody was crazy about it. And that was the first time I ever showed my work, displayed my work, and it encouraged me to continue doing my art.
We want to encourage our students to get their work out into the world, have it seen by people outside of their classroom community or even the college community at LaGuardia. We had this wonderful exhibition opportunity for our students that happened this past winter, 2015, at the Fauci building. They approached us because they wanted to put together a holiday winter-themed exhibition. It was highly collaborative. There were these giant hanging paper spheres that the students then painted on and adorned with other collage elements, and they worked collaboratively to put these together. We were very proud of what they did, and I think that they were also very proud of the end result. The exhibition that I'm having at the Graduate Center is part of an academic conference called The Way of All Flesh. So my work in the conference will be an exhibition of a very large skin on glass work as well as a sculptural diorama. I will be working with some of my students from LaGuardia. I'm going to have students assisting me with many of the tasks associated with putting on a show. Things like art handling, actually installing work, deinstalling work, guard the work, as well as to answer questions that people may have, like a gallery attendant would do. We've been working a lot on a number of internship programs in these recent semesters where we're sending our students to the American Folk Art Museum, the Queen's Museum, as well as some other places locally. And the students are getting this kind of real-world experience in these internships that then make them highly competitive when they go to transfer to other art programs for their bachelor's.
I recently just got accepted to Hunter College, which is like the school I've always wanted to go to. I will be taking art classes there. I will be majoring in political science. I can't turn away from art, that is a part of my life.